All right, YouTube, I'm gonna make a quick video here. So I went to the Home Depot today and I looked in their used battery, drop off recycle bin. I found these 3 batteries. This is a Ryobi 40 volt. It's a 2.6 amp hour from 2014. This one is a 1.5 amp hour, also from 2014. And this is an oddball. This is called N-Hulk, 2 amps. It's got this charger that like pins at the top, like a barrel plug or something. And it's a N-Hulk ZDP 2001, made by CVO. All right, anyways, so I opened all of these guys. Let's see if it'll let me. I'm gonna put you here. Let's see if, hold on guys, this is gonna be a disaster. These guys, for whatever reason, are kind of hard to open. I have to like pry them with the screwdriver. There we go. And they kind of let loose. All right, so this is the first one. Spin it the right way. So this is that old 40 volt. Check out the date code. Whoop. January 6, 2001 is when this panel was made. The battery date is yeah. Is that right? No, 2011, January 6, 2011. The battery code is CS14, so the actual thing was put together in 2014. So in this particular one, all 9 of these cells are great. They're holding 4.2 volts. This last one is 0. So this whole pack actually would work, except this is dead. When I measure across these 2 pins here, I get 38 volts, which is pretty damn good. When I measure here, I only get 15. And like I said, I measured every single cell, and I'm getting 4.2 for every one except for this last one. Now, I've tried taking apart one of these before, but it's damn near impossible to remove a cell from out of here because of just the way it's constructed. You have to almost desolder all of these main points. There's 6 of them. As well as there's a thermistor somewhere in here, and it's really quite a pain in the ass. It's made almost not to be recycled. But check this out. If I hit the button, it says 15 volts because that's what the board is letting go to these pins. So that's that one. This one is actually completely dead, like dead. I also took this one apart, here, let me pop this one open real quick here. This one has no voltage on anything. So here we go. Now this one's a flat one. You see it's only got 1 set of cells. See the difference there between the height? This guy has 2 sets of cells. This guy has 1 set of cells. These happen to be Samsungs. These happen to be LGs. But the take-home message is, on this one, this board is December 13th, 2013. So this is actually a newer board. And the date on this guy was 2014. So you can see the board was a lot newer type. And if you kind of hold them together, you can see some similarities. The general layout is the same, of course. But there's some just major, design differences between the two. And it seems like this one, since it was made 2011, maybe it was a different supplier. It still says TTI, part number, whatever it is, 2801 46001 0203. And this one is TTI. The only part number I see is 280296, but there may be others. Anyways, this one I measured every single cell, all zeros, like 0, not even a millivolt. So this thing has been dead to the end. I did check the fuel gauge on it, and I swapped it from this one to the other one, and the fuel gauge works. I'm sure the board would work. I'm sure except for the cells themselves, because they've gone so far down. So that's that. I really do like the old housings had this like nice rubber coating. I had one of these older ones. Actually, it was quite similar to this, a 2.6. I actually just recycled it about 4 or 6 months ago on account of it didn't really work anymore. Although it was better than this one, since this one doesn't, the one cell is bad. Now this guy, he's interesting. This is an N-Hulk 20 volt 2 amp hour. And I looked online, and apparently they don't really make this anymore. The only place I found this was somewhere in the EU. I think it was like a Czechoslovakia website. It looks like it's similar to a Work Pro battery. I found one that looks similar from a company called Work Pro. The only difference is they flip the minus and the positive. These companies are always screwing you, flipping the sides. So here's this one, and I've never seen this one. Now this one, how's it go? Three of the cells are good and 2 are bad. I do get a bar out of it, and I was able to measure about 16 volts across the whole thing. But like I said, this one's good, this one's bad, this one's good, this one's bad, this one's good. So here's that board. So let's see if we can see a date code on it. I see 2021-0222. So this might be from 2021. But again, this, a couple of the cells are weak. I don't know what kind of cells these are. It's something EGC 18620 20P. And then there you can read the whatever that barcode or whatever that number is. But I thought about it. It's like if I could solve these are actually. I thought about if I can salvage the cells. These are actually a pretty nice looking pack. Like the quality looks. I mean, look at that soldering. Looks beautiful. The board looks not as complicated, but still pretty nice. I don't see any Celastic or waterproofing on it. But yeah, it's got some protections in there. Let's see, there must be a thermal sensor somewhere. I'm not seeing it, but I'm sure there is one somewhere. And I noticed up here it says 2P and 1P. So I wonder they must. This is a 2 amp hour. They must make a two row version. But yeah, this one's interesting. Like I said, I can't find it anywhere online other than one really grainy picture on some Czech website. So anyways, obviously I don't have a use for it. It's going to go back to the recycle. I like to take these apart just to work at them and look at them. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. There was a red button here. I actually dropped it somewhere, so normally you press that down. But yeah, kind of interesting little battery pack. Kind of like this form factor. Very nice. And then the last one I want to talk about is I bought this knockoff M12 for Milwaukee. You see that? It says 3,000 milliamp hours. That's totally fake. That is not true at all. Well, anyways, the damn thing is not holding much of a charge. I think one of the cells is bad. And I can get it to charge and it'll run a little bit, but after about like maybe 4 or 5 impacts, I don't get anything out of it anymore. I did try boosting it by going straight to plus and minus, and that seemed to work a little bit better, but I think the cells are dying. I only paid like maybe 15 bucks for this thing, so I might pull the trigger and buy a few more knockoffs. I've also thought about maybe just buying an actual Milwaukee one. But let me pop this thing open real quick so you guys can see it. Hold on here. Here's my little X-Acto knife here. Try not to kill myself. All right, there we go. Okay, you guys still with me now? Let me get you back in focus. So here's kind of what the thing looks like. If you've ever taken a part of Milwaukee, it's basically the same. Except this was shittier. Okay, here's the cells. RH. I don't know what that is. I labeled these 1, 2, and 3, and then plus minus, just so I could keep track of the you know, whatever, the voltages. Actually, the voltages are all pretty close. They just doesn't seem to be coming up. So, but that's what it looks like. Here's the top. This board is 2020 May 27th. Can you see that? 2020 5/27. And I don't really know the name of the company. It says CY312VO. I don't know. Anyway, but so yeah, it's kind of what you get on these cheap ass knockoffs. So I do like my Milwaukee drill, or impact rather, but I do not like the prices of these fucking batteries. They're so damn expensive. So, but here is this one I can't show you. See how it only shows three bars out of the thing, but check this out. Sorry for jerking you guys around. When I pop it in the charger, I'll get zoomed in. When I pop it in the charger, it will charge for just about 5-10 seconds, and then you'll see it. It'll just say charged, and that's basically it. So like I said, I boosted it with basically my trickle charger. But yeah, that's it. That's all you get. So charger says it's full. The tool says 3/4. So that's what you get for $12. To be fair, I've had it for 5 years. So I guess it's not terrible. And it's sat in the cold and the hot in the out in the garage. So anyway, these batteries are kind of a rip-off, but they're also pretty useful. So I thought you guys might like this video. I'm gonna go grab my dinner later.